All right, sports fans, we're talking something different. We're talking Major League Baseball, what's going on, what's happening around the league, and we're getting closer to the trade deadline. Stay tuned. All right, sports fans, once again, welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. We are talking Major League Baseball. Uh, a lot of good races, wild card teams that are still in it. That you'll be surprised that they could get hot in the second half of the season, which we are. And listen, let's break it down. Let's get right to it. So the trade deadline is on Monday, August 3rd at 6 p.m. That was confirmed by Major League Baseball announcements. So let's get right to the standings. And I'm talking only American League East, but I'll be mentioning a lot of teams here. So we're looking at the American League East. Tampa Bay Rays. Maybe you can't see it on my screen. It's too small. Too small. Sorry. You got the Yankees, followed by Boston, the Orioles, and Toronto. So based on the current standing, the recent report has a breakdown of the 2026 trade deadlines. The biggest buyers are the Dodgers, the Yankees, Tampa Bay Rays, Milwaukee Brewers, Atlanta Braves, and Chicago Cubs. The Dodgers are looking for pitching depth and possible another catcher to strengthen the World Series caliber roster. The Yankees, remember, with the big loss of Aaron Judge, uh, they need actually a little help there in the offensive side. The AL East leader, the Rays, who could pursue a frontline starter to impact, and especially a good batter that could really help this team. They're very young and great pitching. Milwaukee, the best record in baseball in the AL Central, expected to add bullpen and lineup depth. The Braves looking to reinforce both rotation bullpen for another postseason run. And of course, we have the Cubs seeking pitching while protecting their top prospect. And besides, the Cubs had so many injuries. Now we get to the sellers, guys. The sellers: Colorado Rockies, Kansas City Royals, the Mets, the Giants, Los Angeles Angels. These clubs are expected to move from veterans and for prospect. Bubble team could buy or sell. I have it here: the Toronto Blue Jays, Detroit Tigers, Seattle Mariners, Houston Astros, San Diego Padres, Arizona D-backs, Washington National, and Miami Marlins. But remember, many of these teams are close enough to the wild card race. So their strategy depends on results over the next several days. So the farther you fall behind from the wild card, the least you expected that, hey, you're going to have to be sellers, not buyers. The Orioles right now, it's in that situation, guys. Can the Orioles make a run? Who knows? Now, players that I say top players right now that are available, okay, they're mentioned in rumors is Tarek Skubal, Byron Braxton, Maxton Miller, Freddie Peralta, Clay Holmes, Kevin Guzman, Shane Byers, Dalton Varsho. So this is one of the biggest storyline this year of players that are available. Now I know yesterday there was a trade between Boston Red Sox and I don't know, I forgot who was the other. And I'll check in a few minutes. Give me a second. I'm gonna look at my here trades that happened in baseball, and I think it was the Red Sox who traded one of their pitchers. I'm not quite sure yesterday. So let me get to my screen here, and I apologize, guys. I'm trying to get to the screen here to give you guys better information of what the Red Sox did yesterday. And listen, if you're a baseball fan, you gotta get excited because it's getting very interesting now. What's happening? So the trade was against the national trade. That's what they did. Curtis Med and Connolly Early was traded. Red Sox and the National traded two young stud uh, in the trade. So once again, baseball season almost coming to an end. Believe it or not, the race is pretty tight right now. Let me look at my screen here. I gave you the MLB standing in total. I know I only mentioned what I have here, the American League East, but you're talking pretty full season here. The Rays lead the division. The White Sox is the surprising team this year. The White Sox, the Rangers are up, 53 and 51, but the race is close, man. The Astros are 2 games behind. The Mariners are 2.5 behind. Then you look at the Central. The Guardians are 1.5 behind. The Twins are 3.5 behind. Tigers are only 5 games behind. I mean, the division's getting good. Now, closer to the Rays, yeah, they're up 2 games, 7.5 and 10.5 and 13.5 by the Blue Jays. So the race is tight, guys, in the American League and National League East too. Let me go to the National League too. Let me get you my full standing here. Let me see if I can move this closer to me up front here, and that'll be great. If I do that, yes, I do have it in front of me. All right, so overall, you got Braves leading at 61 and 43. You got the Phillies 5.5 back. National 8 and 5. The Marlins are 9 and 5. The Marlins had a streak there. They were red hot and they went down. Milwaukee, the Cubs are fighting for it. And but let's look at the wild card, because this is the interesting part of the wild card, guys and girls, is that the Yankees are in top +6. Then you got Red Sox at second place. Okay. You got Cleveland, then you got Minnesota, Houston, Seattle, Orioles, Detroit within striking distance. Even the Toronto Blue Jays at 5.5, and they're in last place. Okay, in the National, you have the Cubs leading in the wild card, +4.5. Phillies by 1, and then you have Arizona, St. Louis, Pittsburgh Pirates, the Nationals, the Padres, the Marlins, and the Reds also at striking distance. So, once again, anything could happen in Major League Baseball. But listen, I'll be going out of town next week, like I told you guys. And remember, on Tuesday, the Dolphins Veterans Report. There's a lot of things I want to cover, but I want to cover Major League Baseball because I haven't done it for a while. So the Orioles do play the Braves today at 1:35. They won a great one last night in the bottom of the ninth. A Beaver base hit scored the winning run 3-2. Unfortunately, the first game 7-6. They lost. They made a little comeback at the end there in extra innings, but they still fighting for that wild card spot. So once again, thank you so much, those that have subscribed to the channel. You guys have a blessed Sunday, and catch you guys soon. Once again, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave your comment. It's very important. The more feedback I get, the better the channel could grow. Thank you so much. And once again, have a blessed Sunday. And let's go Orioles.